Hello, this is Sandra Brown of Happiness Past 60. I tried red lipstick today. I thought it might show up good in the camera. Tell me what you think. Well, Bill and I went to church and we didn't go out to eat. We came home and I fixed breakfast. I'm still on this weight loss plan of my own, which is actually working. I think through the years, we've all been on so many different diets. I heard about so many. And you know, after a while, what things work for you and what things don't work for you. And as I said, I just put that all together. And when I've lost 8 pounds now, and when I get to 10, then I'll feel I'm a success, and I'll tell you how I did it. I think I told you before a little bit, but I can tell you what I've been eating. All right, I'm surprised, but I think it's a couple things that I did that's what's caused me to be successful. Well, I'm sure that some of you have daffodils blooming. I do too, and I'll put a little video on, a little clip right after this, so that you can see some of mine that came up. And actually, since that video, there's been a lot more blooming. I love when flowers first bloom. They just, I don't know, they just are so fun. But we just got him for $98, and it's working good. All right, so let's see. The Rogaine I've been using for my scalp. Somebody was saying that it messes up your blood pressure. I'm confused about that. Tell me what you know, because from what I've read, Rogaine was used by men or women. It was not used putting it on topically, but in a pill form, and it was to bring their blood pressure down. But they found out, I think this is how it was, because I read this years ago, that they were like maybe running or working out, and they were sweating, and when they were sweating, wherever the sweat came down, it started growing hair. So they decided, we'll put this in a liquid form and use it on the scalp. And it's been successful. I have used it for years. But, you know, I'm using it twice a day, so that's pretty expensive to do. So I switched. Now I'm just doing it once a day in the morning. Just in the morning. So we'll see how that works. Now, I had heard in there too that if you use rosemary, they found that it works as good as Rogaine. I've heard that about pumpkin seed, but mostly rosemary. But the thing is, rosemary is very strong. And if you remember, when Bill came to bed and I had rosemary in my hair, on my scalp, he came to bed and he goes, "What's that smell?" And I said, "It's rosemary, it's not me." I don't know. So I'm thinking, you know, and it was pretty strong. It felt like your scalp was alive, you know. Woo! So I think the rosemary needs to be diluted down a little bit with maybe some oil. So if you got any ideas or know anything about that, let me know too. Because I think all essential oils need to be diluted down. They can be pretty powerful. I had company overnight from Indiana, some friends of mine, Jim and Susie. Hi, Jim and Susie, if you're watching. And you know how text messages are. So there was a little mix up on a text message. I thought they were coming like the following Sunday. And it was last Sunday it was, yeah, that they were coming. And so we went to church, and then some people asked us to go out to eat with my Cracker Barrel. We did that. And then after going out to eat, you know how you come home and you have the groggy Sundays kind of, and I sat down on the sofa, and then I looked at my phone, and he was looking at his phone, and I'm going, And I got a message from Susie. She says, we'll be there at 3:45. I'm like, what? I go, they're going to be here at 3:45? He goes, today? And I go, I think so. And so I wrote back, I go, today? And she says, yes. Oh, no, she goes, the way I wrote it, maybe, you know, and I, no, don't cancel it. We can do it. So we went flying around the house, got everything straightened up, and I think, oh, pork chops are in the freezer. So we got the pork chops out of the freezer and defrosted them, which I don't usually do that. But we threw it all together, and we had a meal by the time they got here. So you just got to go with the flow sometimes. Oh, I do want to thank somebody, and I got to look it up to see who it was, and you know who you are. They sent me, and I'm going to show a picture. I'll put it on here because I took a photo of it. They told me about a shampoo and a protein treatment with the moisturizer. It's three items you buy. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I paid around $38 for it. And she said that a pretty high-end hairstylist of hers told her about it, because I was talking about my hair breaking off. Two things I found out. I didn't make a note of this to tell you. Okay, but okay. I might start talking, forget this. But she said she used it and it really worked good for hair breakage. Their hair quit breaking off. I thought, I want to try it. I mean, my hair, I remember I told you before, my hair just been, it's not that it wasn't growing, but it was on everything. I was afraid to cook. I was getting it in my food. It was, if I hugged Bill, it was on his shirts. It was, if it took something off, pulled over my head, it was full of hair, just from pulling over my head. This just feels like a miracle to me. This stuff is so good. Okay, let me put my glasses on. So if you guys, I love to pass on anything that helped me. All right, it's capital A, and then there's a PH just kind of in a circle. Then there's OGEE. Okay, and it's shampoo with keratin and green tea in it. Now then there's the treatment for your hair, and it's a protein treatment. That's the second one. And then there's a balancing moisturizer. Let me tell you, it was different, really different of what you do. But the results, I couldn't believe it. I did one treatment on my hair, one treatment, and my hair quit falling out. In fact, the day I did that treatment, I found one hair where I usually just numerous hairs. I don't know how I have as much hair as I do. Not that I have a lot, but I'm saying. Okay, so, and I'm going to go back to that in just a second. But another reader, and you know who you are, said that she her hair, I think she lost it all, had to wear a wig. It was so bad because of blood thinners. What? I'm on blood thinners because my hair was doing really good. But now I heard that lisinopril, blood pressure medicine, does the same thing, gives you hair loss. And antidepressants, I'm not on that. Let's see, what else was it? But anyways, there's several different drugs, common drugs we take. No wonder as you get older, your hair gets thin. It's because most of us are taking drugs then. So I'm losing weight and trying to start walking more as soon as our weather breaks a little better. And I'm going on my waiver. I think that waiver is helping. That's the vibration plate you stand on. But anyways, hopefully that'll bring my blood pressure down and I can get off the lisinopril. But I'm going to talk to my doctor tomorrow, my cardiologist, because I think he told me after 1 year, which I've reached the year, that I can get off of these blood thinners. So I'm sure he's not thinking about me right now. So I have to call and remind him and see what he says about me getting off of it. It'd be wonderful if I could. I don't know if that's what's causing it, but why all of a sudden? I have no idea. All right, back to this hair product I was telling you about. You shampoo it. That's what I did. And the first time I shampooed it, it just didn't seem like you got much suds. Hey, I'm a woman. We just like bubbles, you know? You kind of like to know it's working. I know it's not supposed to be true, true that maybe we should just shampoo it and rinse it out one time. But I shampooed it, rinsed it out, and I shampooed it again. And I kind of let that shampoo stay. I kind of hung my head over it a little longer. All right, rinsed it out, towel dried my hair. Oh, I was going to bring this stuff in here, but that's all right. I took a picture. And, well, hold on. I will go get the products. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? I bet you did. Okay, this is the keratin and green tea shampoo. And that's the one you shampoo first, then the hair treatment looks like this. All right, so after I towel dried my hair, I took this hair treatment and poured some in my hand and put it all through your hair. Now, when your hair is wet, you're not supposed to comb it. And especially if your hair is fragile. So I would say before you shampoo, make sure you got all the tangles out. Because you don't want to get the tangles out after your shampoo is wet. Because this stuff needs to comb through at least one time to distribute it. Now, after you do that, if you have one of those heating caps, like in or a hair dryer type thing, like they have in the salon, you don't cover your hair, but you just pull that down. They said if you don't have that, you can use a hair dryer, but they don't want you to be blowing your hair all over, so I have a diffuser. You can buy them on Amazon, and they just hook on the end of your hair dryer. All right. And that your hair won't blow all over, but it will dry. So I put the diffuser on, and you don't usually use a high heat, but I used a high heat and went all over my hair. And you do that until it's dry. And your hair will be hard. Really, really hard. Don't touch it. You're not supposed to touch it. Mess around with it. And don't touch it while you're drying it. Just let it dry. So I kind of had to turn my head upside down. I didn't want to do just the ends. All right. So after it's dry, now, well, even after I dried it with the hair dried, let's let it stay on there a little bit. And it doesn't look too bad. Well, of course, my hair is kind of wavy, so it didn't look too bad. I was afraid of what I'd look like. Then it said to rinse it out. I'm thinking, is this going to be hard to get out? My head is hard. All my hair is. And no, it rinsed out very easily. But rinse it out thoroughly, it said. And then I towel dried it a little. And then I used the moisturizer. And you leave it on. I have my Alexa in the bathroom. I don't want to say anything because she'll sit. But I asked her, who I'm talking about, to set a timer for 2 minutes. And she did. Then I rinsed that out and styled my hair as usual. How does it leave it afterwards? Very nice. Very nice. It really did. So I thought, well, maybe I'll do this every 2 weeks. But I needed to shampoo my hair after about a week, and I decided I'm going to do it one more time, the treatment, and I did. Now, the last time I shampooed, I did not use it, but my hair is in a good condition now. I just use my rice shampoo, the one in the bar I was telling you about. I used that, and then I had a conditioner in the bathroom that I used, in the shower. So I'm happy with this whole thing. I really am, and it works. I mean, it works for me. I was losing a lot of hair, and it's so wonderful now. I mean, before I just dreaded just combing my hair. But when you comb that stuff through your hair, the treatment makes sure it's a wide tooth comb, a very wide tooth comb, because you don't want to be pulling your hair out. Alrighty, how long are we going now? I don't know, because I cut it off, so I got 2 of them going. So, the other thing, Millie was really sick because of this bone I bought her at Walmart. Now, I don't want to waste your time. For you that don't have a dog and really don't care, but those of you who have a dog, I would like you to know this. So I'm going to have that. I think I might do that today. I might put it up. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this. And okay, for those of you who don't want to hear any scriptures, I got 3 I'm going to read. But you can leave. Wish you'd stay, but if you can leave, okay? And thank you for being here. And I would appreciate it if you subscribe or like, okay? All right. Here's the first one. This is in Psalms 56, 3-4. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. In God, whose word I praise. In God I trust. I will not be afraid. 1 Peter 5, 6-7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. It's wonderful to know that he cares for us, and that we can cast all our anxiety. Don't keep anything back. John 14:27. I'm leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. You just can't get the peace of mind in this world that you get through knowing the Lord Jesus. You just can't. It's impossible. I just don't know how people make it without the Lord. That you're just every day like there's no one in charge or taking care of you. I feel so, I don't know. I think the older I get, the more I just know if things happen, I pray about it, and I know everything's going to be okay. And it will be for you guys too. Okay, I love all of you. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. And stay close to the Lord. And get to know him. Just talk to him. Just like you talk to a good friend. He already knows everything about you. Just talk to him. He loves that. That's all he's ever wanted, is fellowship with you. Okay, guys. God bless you. Bye. Good morning, family and friends. I just thought you might enjoy these little daffodils I got here that are blooming. They're coming up in several places in the yard. Look at those pretty faces. These are pretty small ones. Excuse me. Oh, here's some real tiny ones too. And these are daffodils that are a little bit taller. It's windy today. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that bright yellow.